Hello, this is Kelsey Collins, and my presentation is on Orientalism. Orientalism is defined as a way of seeing that imagines, emphasizes, exaggerates, and distorts differences of Arab peoples and cultures as compared to that of Europe and the United States. It is often involved in seeing Arab culture as exotic, backward, uncivilized, and at times dangerous. Here on the map we see a pretty hilarious depiction of the Occident versus the Orient. The Occident is Western civilization like England or the United States, while the Orient is Eastern civilization, including countries like India, China, or Iran. The main troubles that come from Orientalism is that it creates a stereotype that clumps all these nations and different cultures into one large, erroneous culture. They are considered extremely sexual, demonized, and dangerous beings because our society has painted this view of what is considered Oriental. The beginning of these stereotypes started during British colonization, where the British planned to expand the empire towards the east for purposes of land, trade, and profit. Through this time period, the British used Eastern nations and treated them as the other by creating these depictions of Eastern civilizations through literature and art. Some themes of literature that exemplified this were the noble savage ideal, which takes a character considered being savage and untainted by Western civilization and creates a character that is innately good. This retreats back to the idea that people are innately good until exposed to Western ideals. Edward Said studied this idea and wrote a book about Orientalism, which expanded this theory of Western culture patronizing and stereotyping those of the East and brought a lot of light to this idea and how we can see it in literature and art from the past. I would talk longer about his ideas, but we've already done a decent amount of work on him, and I'm sure no one needs to hear it again in much detail. Even today, there is continued stereotyping of Eastern nations, specifically on Persian culture. I would say that before this course, I had little to no information about Persian culture. We see images on reality TV, magazines, propaganda, and literature that is still inaccurately formed to the Occident's view of the Orient. I am glad I have had this experience of learning about an authentic Persian culture rather than a synthetic westernized version of what Persian culture, literature, and art truly is. I believe that Eastern literature should be more explored in public schools so that students grow up knowing more about the global literature rather than just what Western civilization already knows. That was my presentation on Orientalism. I hope you enjoyed. Please comment below with any questions and concerns, and I will surely get back to you. Thanks. Have a nice day.